Sa inyo. Okay. So, I'm going to cite a rule sa rule book natin. The reason why we had to correct the supposed basket interference that happened earlier at 56 seconds ng fourth quarter. Okay? So, I'll read it para sigurado tayo. Interference occurs during a shot or a field goal when, and I will cite J5 under a rule book, an offensive player causes the backboard to vibrate or grasp the basket in such a way that, in the judgment of the official, the ball has been caused to enter the basket. As you've seen in the replay, when Mo dunked the last 56 seconds, nahila niya yung ring pababa. Okay? But the contention of course, the coaching staff was yung bola was straight and entered the ring. Regardless kung may tamaan siya ng part ng ring, okay, the fact na nahila niya yung ring pababa, okay, is a violation already. Considered a offensive basket interference. So, and then, it so happened that tuloy-tuloy yung game, there was no dead ball, and then around 5 seconds remaining, there was a jump ball between Heading and Chris Ross, if I'm not mistaken. So that was the only time that we could review, well, we've been reviewing it habang live ball, but that's the only time na we were able to announce it through our partner, the correction. So, in the event that there was no dead ball, at natapos yung game with the score, under our rules, we can still correct it. So, the possibility of TNT winning the game at the end, minus the correction dahil because of the walang dead ball, mangyayari yun. So, bakit kami ang nag-initiate ng review? Just like any goaltending violation, we can ask sa technical committee, can review it. Okay? Just so happen, our officials was not able to make a call. Kaya sa amin, sa technical committee yun bumagsak. Okay? So that's our simple explanation. Any questions?
Yung rule book na pinagin ko is
PBA rule book siya. And the basket interference and the goaltending also, ina-adapt naman natin talaga yung sa FIBA. That's the same. If there's the direct impact on the shot, that's a goal sending or basket interference.
Kung kasi hindi na yung tawag ng referee, may sanction ng referee dapat
Mag-usap kami, we'll meet after this. But again, just like any goaltending na na-miss during end game, we reviewed it. We can review it.
Coach, how do you determine the basketball interference when it was a dunk? And how do you draw the line between touching the rim upon a dunk and what's legal up against when you should release it? Para how do you...
Well, clearly in the replay, as you've seen, there's a good angle that was shown by TV5. There was a pulling ng ring after that missed dunk. So yung dunk natin should be direct dunking. Okay? So that's the difference.
Kung may qualification pa yung pulling ring kasi usually yung mga player din na sinatap na...
You can pull the ring once the ball is through the net,
yeah.
inside. The ball is inside and went through the net.
We have a lot of games na na-correct na
we can give examples Just so happen, of course, this is game 1 of the finals, but we can give examples ng mga ganitong situations that we've called inoffensive basketball interference. So we're willing to show it probably through our social media platform na mapapakita namin na we've been calling this as an offensive basket interference. Okay? Thank you.